One of my least favorite things about the internet right now is that everyone seems to be posting material either about the errors that individuals are making in their own approaches when it comes to, let's say, training, or professionals pointing out the errors of other professionals in their own training recommendations. I just want to bring up a concept that in my more recent years I've found to be probably the most important or one of the most influential and useful ways in which to think about progressive overload or training stimulus is that week to week training does not need to be making rapid or even any increases as far as demands go. So this means you can run the same training stimulus, the same amount of weight, reps, sets, so total volume, exercise selection, multiple weeks in a row, and still be making massive, if not the most efficient or effective amount of progress you could plausibly make. Because we need to look at the fact that when you are going to the gym, if you are actually training hard enough in a given week, in your 3, 4, 5-day split, if you are actually doing enough training to promote the growing process, right? Because training in itself, we know, is essentially stress, damage to the body, to the muscles, that's going to effectively cause your body to gain more muscle or to get stronger. Then a week later, you do not necessarily need to be increasing demands. In fact, for strength athletes, you don't have to increase demands every week. For a lot of my programs, I may increase one set in a single day, and that is the only thing that I have made harder. And it may be a 5-pound increase, so mild, so minute, right? Because if 1 week your training stimulus is sufficient, and that's what we want to look at is, are you training sufficiently? Then in a 7-day period, you're not going to be all of a sudden outgrowing the training stimulus or the programming design that you're currently under, right? So it is a common mistake that I will see amongst young athletes or young coaches to every week add more, add more, add more. The only time I ever tend to add more is because I don't think the amount of training, whether it be weight or volume, is enough, or that they could potentially handle more. The only time I've ever seen literally just add weight, weeks, months, is when they're completely new to the game. And then more is a skill set than it is true strength adaptations. So keep that in mind as you work through your programs, is that if last week was hard enough, this week, that same level of work is going to be just plenty.